Over the past week, I've been building and decorating my dream mansion. And so far, this is what I have come up with. As you can see, it's the most beautiful palace you've ever seen. But since it's such a big house, there are still so many empty rooms. So in today's video, we are going to be finishing my manor in BLOXBURG. Let's get started. So first things first, I think I should point out the small changes since last episode. Basically, I made these walls blue. I just thought it looked a bit bland, all being this peachy skin color. And other than that, actually, I've literally done nothing. I'm not going to lie. First things first, we're jumping straight into the dining room. So I'm gonna actually be nabbing this carpet that we used in this big room here. And I know what you're all thinking, Reese's, you basic bitch. You're just gonna go straight in, aren't you, and go and add the Victorian dining set. Not today, y'all. We're actually gonna be going ahead and using the transitional. And as for the chairs, I was actually thinking about using these patio chairs. I know what you're thinking. Have you gone actually mentally ill? If you look at my inspiration picture for this dining room, doesn't it kind of look like they've used these? And guys, you've got to admit that low-key looks really expensive and fancy, but this carpet is too short. Also, it's too basic. Look at this house. You expect me to put a basic carpet in here? I have decided I'm gonna actually add a custom decal. How you do it is you have to get a decal. You're also gonna get yourself a basic shape. It doesn't have to be transparent or anything because it's gonna go in the floorboards anyway. And then all I'm gonna do is search up carpet. Okay, wait, why do I kind of like this? It's not bad. And then the final stage is basically just using the transform tool to flip these. Is this a joke? Guys, this game really trolls me sometimes. But there we go. Doesn't that look like a sophisticated dining room? Also, somebody gave me a piece of advice. Now, I don't know if I believe in this. They said if I make my tables foil, it's gonna look glossy and nice. What? This is like a river of shit. You guys love trolling me. And we've got to make this very grand, guys. We're going to have cakes. We're going to have fruit bowls. We're going to have all sorts of stuff here. And I want to make this candelabra like golden. Yeah, we have golden candelabras. What about it? And then I'm just going to grab a few things.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And yes, as you can see, I've got a bunch of food out of me when I get my breakfast out the fridge in the morning. No, honestly, I eat so much for breakfast. I just love a big breakfast to get me started with the day. And what? Oh my gosh, I was hoping that you could resize these. I didn't know you actually could. So we're going to have some lower, some higher. I'm talking bacon and eggs. I'm talking pumpkin spice cupcakes. And wow, that looks like a feast fit for a king or fit for a Reese's. Now that's not all, guys. Over here, we're going to put some dressers, and this is where the buffet is going to be. You thought this was everything? No, this is just the main course. Over here, we're going to be having all of the croissants.
Today, I wanted to eat a croissant.
And then we're going to grab some of the tall glasses. Also in these side rooms, you might have remembered if you watched the other videos, I've actually been adding pillars. So the pillars, I don't know if they're really vibing in the dining room. We'll add a couple though. And then I guess we can just finish this room off with some paintings. And yes, guys, I will be using my boat paintings again. And then I guess we should just finish this room off with some beams. And I've never had to do this, but I'm actually gonna have to turn it to nighttime. The lights in here literally shine brighter than Rihanna's diamonds. I love that. No, I absolutely love that. What a beautiful dining room. So I'm just going to finish it off with like random decorations, like a little milk jug down here. Now, I've just had a eureka moment. I just remembered something else I added. Look at this. Yes, guys, this ceiling. Basically, I was just trying out if it would work off camera. As you can see, it's still a tiny bit of a work in progress. So I'm going to show you how to build this right now in the other corridor. And I guess we can turn the sky back on now. So the first bit is pretty self-explanatory. You just place a bunch of these flattened basic cubes like this. Next up, you're going to get your concaves and you're going to resize them to fit and place them in the middle. Of course, mine are already perfect, like me. So once you've resized all of that and transformed it up to the roof, as for these end bits, you actually have to get another little block that is colored the same as the tile. And that is basically just to cover up the gap. Next up, you can use any lights you want. Why is my Alexa talking to me? No one asked you.
Hey, Queen. Girl, you have done it again.
Now that the lights are in, we add in these ornate pieces. And finally, what really makes this perfect is by adding the LEDs. And there we have it, guys. Tutorial on how to make the best looking corridor roof anyone will ever see. So as for these corridors, I suppose we should actually be adding something in them. They're a little bit basic. Personally, my mind is going to the fancy dressers because they're the only furniture set that have these medium-sized ones. As for what I'm putting on top of these, guys, I'm basically just using the fancy lamp with the rounded vase. How do you say that? I think we'll have flowers in the middle and this weird, creepy long man on the corner. Wow, that no structure though. Also, if you're wondering why there's a scooter over here, yeah, Yeah, we should probably delete that now. Now, I really want this entryway bit to be done, so I just finished it off with a couple of those cabinets we've just placed. And there we go, finally, this main part of the house is done. Whoa! Now, just before we build the next room, I got a comment saying above my front door, I should put a big painting of me. So if somebody could like edit together like an old style painting of my avatar and leave the decal code in the comments, I will be forever grateful, and I'll post it on my Instagram. Back to the building. So next things next, I think we should do the kitchen. As you can see, the kitchen is one of the largest rooms downstairs. So you might be wondering, Reese's, what are you gonna do here? This annoying staircase is plummeting into your kitchen. Well, what do you think this is? Yes, we're basically gonna be adding like a custom shelf unit over here. Now that looks great as a shelf, but of course, I honestly am convinced I have a lisp. Like, honestly, it's gotten really bad lately. Every sentence I try to say, I'm like, what I was trying to say is we're of course gonna need to add a back onto this. Also in here, I thought we shouldn't actually delete this here. I thought this could be a cool archway opportunity. I like that. No, I like it a lot. Also, why am I trying to build in the dark? Let's put some lights in here for a minute. Also, I find it much nicer and much more inspiring to build when like all the walls have been colored. And next up, we need to decide the flooring. So this area over here, I think has got such a beautiful view.
I like the view.
That this should be another little dining area. And then the rest around here should be checkered marble. Oh, baby, look at this gray marble. So this is the beautiful marble floor. I also put the above wall trims in, although they look a little bit musty. I think I might have made them the wrong color.
Stop that.
But I wanted to show you guys what I'm going to do next. First of all, these walls here, you cannot see them from the outside or the inside. So what I thought that we should do here is basically just add a bunch of tall pillars. Also, the floor is not actually done yet, despite what you might think with my amazing skills. It's not quite done. I actually want to try something new, which is adding fences over the top.
What was that?
I'm going to backspace it for now because I don't think I'm qualified to make this kind of floor. So just before we actually start placing some things in this kitchen, I know I get distracted very easily. I do just think we need to put one last thing above these pillars. I don't know the best word to explain it. A traditional blob. Basically, my aim is just to put some panels on here, which is actually surprisingly more difficult than you think to get it all equals pequals. Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect by any means, but I was hoping if we then lift this up to go above here, it's basically just going to act as like a aesthetic support. Am I right? Am I wrong, ladies and gentlemen? Let's find out. If we just curve the archway a little bit more, I love that. Absolutely. So now let's start with the counters because I've already been filming for an hour and all I've basically placed is a dining table with a bunch of food on it. Honestly, guys, I've become such a slow builder. It's ridiculous. My mouse, this is not a good time to be freezing. And if you couldn't tell, we're of course going to be using the rustic set in here. And then along this wall, is that a shaker? Why the hell in the hell's God's name have I got a shaker cabinet? Okay, maybe that was a bit of an overreaction. But yes, this is where our fridge is. Our little microwave's gonna go. As for our oven, I really want the double Pro Chef stove, but I don't think we can actually fit it. That is a tragedy. So I don't think we're gonna have a breakfast island in here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Instead, they're more gonna be to like chop your food on and things. So I've added two of a pretty big size. Of course, we are gonna be adding a basic shape on top of this, don't worry. But I guess actually we could have a little island here. Why not, guys? Why not? Let's treat ourselves. And actually, I think it's quite a nice idea to just have three little elegant stools. As for the appliances, we're of course going to be using the high-end ones. There is no excuse to be cheap in this house. This big. Also, I kind of want a frying station. I don't know where we can really fit one. Maybe just literally up in the corner here. And don't you think I've forgotten about the kitchen decorations? Oh my gosh, we're putting a drying rack on the drying rack. We're just too smart, guys. Oh my gosh, I just realized I've made the chocolate fountain white. I mean, I guess it could be golden chocolate. Oh yeah, babes. But I kind of am feeling like putting these above the cabinets. So next step in this gorgeous kitchen is gonna be to get the lights in because we can't rely on these fake lights forever. We should have a chandelier above each island. Now it's actually very difficult to work out where they go in rooms like this. I just spent $30,000 on chandeliers. How wonderful.
30,000?
As far as the kitchen's concerned, it's almost done now. The only thing we need to do is this shelf unit here. That was like the whole point of the kitchen. So it's gonna be so easy to fill this up. We're just gonna basically raid this kitchen area. We can also maybe turn it into a mini pantry with, oh my gosh, peanut butter. We can also add those really cute Khloe Kardashian pantry jars.
Look at my pantry!
I'm just so happy.
And of course, just before we do the little sitting area, we need to add in all of the beams. Honestly, guys, it can't just be me who thinks ceiling beams just complete rooms. So finally, we have what I'm going to call our little breakfast area over here. We can have a fireplace, though. And look at this one. It comes all ready with my boat painting. But yes, if you're wondering how we're gonna do this, I'm actually gonna make it a round table. Now, back in the day, you had to custom make these, but not anymore because Bloxburg blimmin' well just added the most perfect furniture set known to man. That's just a ready-made perfect table for my dining kitchen room area. So we have now basically completed the entire left side of the house, other than the garage. Is it even a garage? Is it fair to class this as a garage? So somebody left me a very helpful comment in part 1 or 2. They basically suggested that I should, oh God, they did not suggest that, but they basically suggested I should be adding a wall here. I do like that idea. I feel like if we did that though, there's just like no need for these curves. And I really like the curves. The idea that you can just drive in and out, like In-N-Out Burger. And the limos can go over it on this garage on the other side. I mean, it's not really a garage, is it? It's just a piece of floor. And there we go. This actually looks kind of cute. And I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. So I do feel like maybe out here we could pop some of our garden bits. So I think we should do the master bedroom. Look at it. It is not 2 stories, like fair enough, but it's massive. And then look, we have a massive ensuite and it goes down into a massive closet. So I'm actually going to start with this closet.
Ariana, what are you doing here?
Gosh, I didn't even notice these. Hi, guys. So it goes without saying, the walls in here are going to be white. And you might be thinking, well, this room has no windows. Exactly. These rooms here were just wasted space. But I thought, closets never have windows anyway. So why not add a nice closet here? Now, sadly, these are like poking through. But what happens if I burrow these into the ground? Oh my gosh, nothing. Okay, let's just burrow these then. So I feel like we should place the main ones in first. We're gonna have a mirror wall over here. We may as well make that identical over on this side. Now that we've got those closets in, let's place in the next one. And I'm actually thinking about color coordinating this. I've never had a color coordinated closet in Bloxburg, but maybe we could have my light pastel blues over here. Then as for these ones here, perhaps we've gone for a nice pink. And of course I put blue and pink together like the gender reveal. We're gonna have a massive island bench in the middle. Oh my gosh, guys, it's actually making me so happy and excited. There's nothing better than building like your dream home in Bloxburg. And really low battery mode. Are you really trying to rain on my parade? Do not worry, guys. Listen out. Oh yes, the noise that heals me. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking, Reese's, you could have made like a lot of this custom if you really want. Yes, but I don't want to. I honestly think I could not make anything better than what Bloxburg has to offer right here. So we'll have an ottoman in a couple of the corners, but also a chaise lounge. Yeah. Now, you might be wondering how I'm going to do this. As you can see, this video made by Kai Rex. I'm only going to be using this thumbnail. Basically, it just looks like basic shapes on top of the modern hairpin. And I want this to be copy and pastable because I want to be able to use this in other parts of the house. So first things first, we're raising up a cylinder onto the back here and basically making it look like it curls off the back. And I'll pop one on the end as well, a little bit bigger and more cheeky. And whoever designed this chair did something really complicated back here, but I'm just going to do something pretty simple, to be honest. We are just going to outline it all with some rods, which, yes, this is going very well, guys. I'm doing an amazing
Failure! 15 minutes later.
Oh my goodness, and please be copy and pasteable. Oh, it is. No, that looks so fancy just there in the corner. I actually want to add this to my drawing room. So this room up here is basically just like a hallway into the closet. Also, not to overuse it, but I kind of feel like having one of these up here is the perfect little teaser to what is to come. There we go, guys. I think that's the perfect little entry hall. And oh goodness me.
Oh, goodness me.
What have I done here? I don't really think I want this in my bedroom, not gonna lie to you. But that's absolutely fine because we can just resize this and replace it. Okay, so here we are in the flat bases of my master bedroom. And I mean, the views over this, I've never actually looked out these windows. It's literally like you're looking onto your own personal Amazon rainforest. Forget Amazon delivery, you get the Amazon rainforest here. I think a 4-poster bed is actually the only option, do you know what I mean? And I really probably shouldn't have made this chair because I'm just gonna use it so many times, I just know. And one of you guys actually told me I should make my bed out of brown logs, and apparently it's gonna look really nice, so I'm gonna take your word for it, and we are gonna have to make this the grandest bed the world has ever seen. So we'll begin, of course, with the comforter. When I do my beds, I normally do a similar thing. I place 3 large rectangular pillows there, and then on the front you've got to have 3 little cute pillows. And honestly, what a sleigh. That is the most beautiful bedding ever. Now, at the end of the day, that's all you need in a bedroom, but look at how much extra room we have in here. Honestly, I'm scared of how we're gonna fill this, but first things first, I was thinking over here, we could have a drawing room. That's right, guys. You see this room down here? This lovely little drawing room? I was thinking we could have one of these in the bedroom. And I love how I've just made this like a whole apartment up here. It's literally, this is no longer a bedroom. This is literally my apartment. Welcome. There we go. That's our bedroom sitting room, I guess. That's the word for it. Over in this corner is basically just another corridor. A corridor just leading to the bathroom instead. The final room we're going to be doing in today's video is going to have to be this bathroom. So let's finish it off with a bang. So then, a master bathroom. What shall we put in here? Well, obviously, we've got to use the BLOXBURG bathtub. I mean, I don't have any. I'm not sure, where are they? I've literally lost all of them. Just next to it, to really save us some space, I'm going to put our shower. As for our shelves, I'm going to go for the box shelves. And of course, we need to add some shampoo because there's like nothing worse than getting in the shower, getting all wet, and then you realize there's no shampoo. It's honestly devastating.
Oh my god, are you crying?
I also thought we could have a fireplace in here. We're literally getting the $1,000 toilet. I don't think I forgot about the sinks. We're going to have them just coming off the side here. And with that, guys, part 3 of my dream manor is done. So here we are on the outside of the plot. If you're wondering why I'm not inside, showing you everything, I first just wanted to show off my new car. The Victorian car is so beautiful, and I thought it goes quite well with my manor.
I wanted to show you the value of the plot.
It is now $3 million. But as we walk through the front doors, we have seen this main room before, so we don't really even need to pay much attention to it. But what we do need to pay attention to is these corridors. The first room that we did was this glorious dining room. I mean, there's only so much you can put in a dining room, but I really put everything, didn't I? A Yule log. Also, I did actually change these windows into doors so that you could like step off the balcony and look over the back garden. Anyway, as we go through this door, we are taken into our kitchen, which is an actual godsend from every single angle. It just shines so brightly, guys. So first things first, we obviously have this little kitchen table. This also leads into our little garage area, which is kind of cute, but I just love the kitchen. I think adding high ceilings was the best thing I ever decided to do. And how did this cereal box get on the floor? What in the witchcraft? And what I love about this is you can get straight into the kitchen from the front door rather than going all the way around. So next up, I guess we need to go up our grand staircase into the master bedroom. Fit for a king and a queen. This is the room. So as we first walk in, we of course have the bed. Now, I just feel like personally it'd be so magical to just wake up looking at this view. Then in our little bedroom, we have a literal lounge room. And if that wasn't enough for you, take a peek into your gorgeous ensuite bathroom. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna faint. It's too beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is like a murder film. But finally, guys, if we go down this lovely staircase here through our beautiful little hallway room, we are greeted with the closet. And what a better place to finish off the video. So if you want a part 4, I'm only going to do it if you guys really want it. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one.